What is the best way to implement Why Hire.me into a program?
If you could outline the perfect scenario, it would be an institution or a program, meaning like a degree program or a diploma program, that is all about career success. So they're taking it beyond just the skills and they want to focus on career success, or they want to help their students on a higher level, where they're looking for innovation and they are willing to try new things. The program is great when our program, Why Hire Me, is great when it's woven into another program, a course, but also throughout the years of a degree or diploma program. So it's good for it to be integrated, and it can be online and offline. It's designed for both, so whatever's going to fit with the time requirements of a course, but it should be dotted throughout an entire 2 or 3 year program in order for it to be current, relevant, and top of mind when students walk out the door also.
So Patti, if some teachers have some fear of new technology, how do you respond to them?
Well, the technology is really kind of the end game. There's 4 different modules in whyhire.me, so we go through a methodology, and the first 2 out of the 4 are very much about the thinking. It's the thinking part of it. What have you got to offer? What are you all about? We look at values and personalities, strengths of the individual, where they've had successes. So we go through a lot of self-reflection activities at the beginning, and then we get into the marketing side of things, which is still strategy. So technology becomes the delivery mechanism at the end of the process. It's really is delivery. So there's a lot more thinking, processing, analysis that's required before you figure out how you're going to send the message out. And then we offer a variety of different tools, as well as an ebook and support, and we're also available as resources to help through that process. But it's not the main emphasis, it's a part of the whole package.
And from the experience I've had, I've noticed a lot of students, I have some familiarity with the internet, and they'll actually start teaching teachers better ways, how to basically build on something. Is that something you've seen as well?
Yes, very much so. I mean, some of the teachers, some of the profs have higher levels of knowledge and lower, and so do the students. The students can be a resource for professors also. And we have to be open to that. They've got a lot to offer also.
What are learning resources available to an instructor interested in incorporating Why.me into their class?
There's a lot of resources available for instructors. So inside the system, there's a 80-page ebook that's available for instructors as well as students. There's PowerPoint presentations that can be used in the classroom. There are video versions of those presentations that are available for online. There's also a set in what we call the zone where the learning resources are. There's a set of how-to videos for understanding this system and how it works if you have issues related to, how do I attach my Flickr account, or how do I start my blog post. So there's lots of different resources that are available, as well as our blog. We have a corporate blog that may answer some questions. So there's many different levels of support and resources.
What if I'm a teacher that wants to assign activities and marks associated with accomplishing the objectives that are within Why.me? Do you offer some guidance there in terms of how to basically map the materials into a 13-week course, or how do I map it across several courses within a program?
Yeah, there's 2 parts to that question. The first one is in terms of assessment of what they're accomplishing or their learning objectives through the personal branding process. We set up a marking rubric, so kind of a outline as to what is marked for a project. In most cases, the projects, their Why Hire Me profile is worth 20 to 30% of a final mark of an entire course to date.
If I was really wanting to get behind Why.me, how would I take your program materials and incorporate it across my 2 or 3 year business program or PR program or general arts program for that matter? How does a dean or a set of teachers take apart the program that you have embedded in the portal and bring it into a degree study, a course of study?
There's some planning that's required, obviously. There's a lot to offer. What's really important is that students start at the beginning of their programs to realize that they are preparing for their professional lives. So that's what the whole context and our mission is with Why Hire Me. It's about getting them ready for that professional world. So to you'd have to look at the different courses that are being offered and see how the Y-Harmony program and the infrastructure that's there could be dotted through different programs. It could be, and it has been used in some scenarios where it's being taught in a specific course in a 2-year program, and then components are being used, i.e. they're adding new experiences, they're adding new blog posts, they're adding new photos and video after they've started with their core teaching of the Y-Harmony program in a specific course. And then they keep adding to it in different courses, so that by the time they walk out, they have a portfolio, a profile that has all of the experiences that they've encountered through their academic or their post-secondary career. And experiences are projects, volunteer work, work experience. There's a lot of different things that constitute experiences. They're collecting a lot of those, and they're not realizing the value of them and how important it is for them to document them. So they walk out with a really robust picture of what they have to offer and what they've achieved.
Patti, how can an instructor or dean get some help sorting out how to incorporate the YHard.me program into a class or into a broader program of study?
We're here to help. We're very happy to connect with you and to help you integrate it into and basically map it through, whether it's a course or a program. In every scenario, we've worked with the professors, we've looked at their course outlines and helped kind of map how it could work most effectively. We've got a year and a half of experience now in terms of how that works well. So we're happy to meet with you at any time. Connect online. You'll be able to connect with me through Connect with Patti on the yhard.me website, and I'll be happy to sit down with you, go through course outlines, programs, and figure out how we can map the program really effectively.